Welcome back to another edition of the Average Joe News Co. Today is episode 10. We'll be covering two stories, the first of which is the Supreme Court hearing a case of a pilot who's been fighting Alaska's state government's efforts to confiscate his plane for 10 years after his passenger tried to bring alcohol into a dry town, as well as a woman who was prescribed Diet Coke for an Ozempic-related stomach blockage. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's go.
First up today, in 2012, Ken Jupi was about to take off in his 1969 Cessna airplane to shuttle a passenger to a remote village in Alaska when state troopers stopped the plane and searched it. Among the passenger's groceries was a total of 9 gallons of beer. That's equivalent to 96 12-ounce cans. That was a problem because Jupi and his passenger were bound for Beaver, a dry village that bans alcohol.
What, you don't like beer?
Alaska's Supreme Court opinion found that the state could confiscate the plane valued at $95,000 because, quote, the illegal importation of even a 6-pack of beer causes grave societal harm. Many small communities in Alaska ban or restrict alcohol because they lack the law enforcement and public health resources to combat alcohol abuse and alcohol-fueled violence. The U.S. Supreme Court just agreed to weigh Jupi's argument that taking away his plane amounts to a violation of the Constitution's guarantee to be free of excessive fines. My opinion on this is that best case, it seems like this guy is being made an example of. Worst case, this is the government trying to cash in on civil forfeiture. For a small offense, the guy refused to go away, and now they really can't back down from the case that they've tried to make.
I'm gonna give you one last chance. You leave now, or you never leave.
I understand that this essentially amounts to smuggling, considering the town's dry status. It just seems like such a waste of time and resources. The fact that something like this has taken a decade to resolve is just so nonsensical. I understand the issue at stake here is really interpreting excessive fines, but 10 years of legal fees for Alaskan taxpayers to try to enforce essentially a $100,000 penalty for illegally bringing in 3 cases of beer seems like BS to me, regardless of the supposed societal harm. Moving on to topic number 2, a 63-year-old woman from Massachusetts with a history of obesity and type 2 diabetes taking a GLP-1 medication lost 40 pounds but developed relentless nausea, vomiting, decreased appetite, and a burning abdominal pain around her back. An endoscopy revealed a gastric bezoar, a tightly packed hardened blob of digested food trapped in the stomach. This was because GLP-1 medications work by slowing down gastric emptying to make patients feel full. Her digestive tract was essentially nearly halted. Instead of opting for a surgical procedure, doctors suggested consuming 1.5 liters of cola in a 12-hour window, admitting there's anecdotal evidence that it could help, but ultimately they don't really understand why. On day 2 of chugging, the patient felt a tugging sensation followed by immediate relief, and a follow-up endoscopy confirmed that the blockage was gone. Ever since I saw the video of Coke completely removing rust from a pipe, I would say I've been somewhat more skeptical of what exactly is inside of it. Let's all admit that Diet Coke is great, but there's something about the way that it feels chemically perfected to tickle your brain that feels like it probably belongs more in a beaker in a laboratory than in a can.
Well, because you lose it, you never
Oh, boy! Yes!
I'm happy this worked for this woman and that she avoided surgery. Future generations might look at soda like we look at cigarettes, but you're sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't at this point with all the things that we have to try to avoid in our food. At this point, I'm pretty sure I've got enough microplastic inside of me to be legally considered recyclable. So to each their own.
Beware of the plastic.
Moving on to sports, the Red Sox are still cooking. They've won 14 straight games as of this recording, and they've won 19 out of 21. As promised, I'm going to keep recommending them for as long as this devil magic continues. It is truly incredible. They are just unfathomably hot right now.
Hansel, so hot right now. Hansel.
So keep watching them. They've got another game against the Baltimore Orioles today. Let's see if they can make it 15 straight.
Let's go Red Sox. Let's go Red Sox. Let's go Red Sox.
Moving on to weather. Once again, we're going to spin the random wheel and land on a city. Today's choice is Geneva, Switzerland. Geneva will have a high of 84 and a low of 60 degrees. The fun fact about Geneva is that it is home to the world's longest bench, a wooden bench that was built in 1767 and measures 394 feet long. If you're looking to enjoy some nice weather by the lake, or if you just happen to be a long bench enthusiast, head over to Geneva. All right, everyone, that is episode 10 of Average Joe News Co. Thanks again for coming along. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Play the music.